The wind carried the scent of dust and iron across the valley of Erith. Once these plains were green and rich, but now the earth had cracked into hard clay, and the sky hung low with a copper haze. The people said the gods had turned their faces away. At the heart of this silence was the city of Karleth, and here Erinder, son of a fallen line, stood before the shattered gates of his ancestors. He was 25, with the look of a man who had buried too many dreams in dry soil. His cloak was frayed, a small bronze amulet the only remnant of his house. He had returned home to a city of ghosts. Inside Karleth was a graveyard of broken idols. The great fountain of the light goddess was dry. Only the wind whispered through the hollow mouths of crumbling statues. Erinder stepped across the threshold, his footsteps echoing in the vast quiet. He found the Hall of Crowns, its roof collapsed. There, on a black stone throne, lay a crown not of gold but of ash gray, forged of burned silver and soot. The Ashen crown. Stories said it was cursed, that it could command divine favor, but at a terrible price. As he reached for it, a voice broke the silence. You should not touch what the gods have left behind. A woman in a white robe stood in the doorway. It was Mira, one of the veiled ones, keepers of lost prayers. The Ashen crown is no treasure for kings, she said. It belongs to the gods, and the gods are gone. Erendor's jaw tightened. Then I came for the truth. Why did they abandon us? Mira studied him. You seek the path of the fallen sky. Few who walk it return. She explained the path began at the sanctum of Thalen, a buried tomb. And this? Erinder asked, gesturing to the crown. The crown is the key, Mira said, but it doesn't just open the gate. It chooses who will survive it. He placed the crown upon his brow. Nothing happened. Then the ground shuddered. Pillars blazed with light, and the air split with 1,000 whispering voices. Who dares awaken the godless doom? Erendor's knees buckled, but he held his ground. I am Erinder of Karleth. I seek the truth of your silence. The light flared, and the gate opened not outward, but downward into darkness. He looked once more at the dead sun hanging low and stepped into the dark. The crown burned like fire against his skin as the darkness swallowed them whole. They landed in a vast hall of black marble. In the center, an obsidian altar held a sword blacker than night. As Erinder reached for it, a chorus of voices echoed in his mind. Oathbreaker, heir of silence, why have you come? A figure coalesced above the altar, robed in flame and shadow. Mortal son, you trespass upon the resting place of Thalen. The gods are gone. Why do you disturb their silence? Erinder demanded answers. Because your silence has killed us. The figure's voice was sorrowful. The gods did not abandon the world abandoned them. It was your forefathers who demanded dominion, not grace. Thalen made the bargain that ended the age of miracles. His tomb became their prison. The hall trembled. Erinder saw vision cities burning, gods weeping in chains of light. He understood. The Ashen crown was a seal. He tore it from his head and hurled it away. Light erupted from the floor, and a man stepped from it, his hands bound. By chains, Thalen? Erinder whispered. I am what remains of him, the god said. By breaking the seal, you have invited both worlds to awaken. The statues along the walls split open, and featureless beings of mist and memory, the echoes uncoiled from the darkness. Thalen raised his chained hands. Run. The crown's pieces, find them before they awaken the sleeping gods. A torrent of energy erupted from him, hurling Erinder and Mira backward. They awoke under a stormy sky. The gate was gone. The Ashen crown lay shattered into 3 shards. He's gone, Mira said. Erinder picked up a shard. Thalen's voice entered his thoughts. The covenant must be broken, or the gods will rise in wrath. That night, Mira asked, do you still believe they deserve to return? Erinder stared at the shard. I don't know, but men have lived too long under silence. It's time someone answered it. He met her gaze. If I must challenge the gods, I will. She nodded slowly. Then we'll need to find the other shards. Above them, unseen in the clouds, something vast and ancient stirred, awakening from a long, long sleep. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories.